The Beavers' kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Run inside. It's Gibson. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Option is Dripsty. There, shallow exit.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds a tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
The Boilermakers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gibson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
There are 3 categories. You have 18 options. ISO is selected.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
Short cross.
From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here.
Formation. There are coach suggestions. There are formation. Special teams. Field goal. There are 6 categories. You have 6 options. Fake FG kicker flip selected.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position.
Cover 4 quarters.
Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn.
Entering paused screen, you have 10 options. Resume is selected. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Hand it off, get a push up front and go get positive yardage.
Robert Chris. Two, four, over, cover 3 sky.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quick handoff. Runs through a tackle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Over, Sam edge 3, Tampa 2.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Call over, one Robert, cover 6. Over wide, cover 1, Tampa 2.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
Seam flat. Seam flat.
2-14, wants to throw. It's Murphy. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Nolan. Makes the catch and he's free. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And the Beavers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Seam flat.
Wants to pass. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Entering play call, personnel, there are 5 categories. Person, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories. You have 6 options.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Inside zone, inside zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Backs up.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. On the stop.
Entering play call. AHP. Tight seams. Formation. Option is empty. Curl flat. WR screens. I'll go.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Hatcher. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Right on target this time. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Cover 3, cover 2 man. Cornerback over. There are 5 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 2 man is selected.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick give. It's Hatcher. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
2nd down to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
They got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical. They've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, 3rd down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge 3rd down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, try to make this a 2-possession game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly, and the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space. And don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
Straight ahead, it's Terrell. There he goes. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
Pro. There are 3 categories. You have 18 options. ISO is selected.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Spider under. Ready. Wide, 3. Go.
Takes the handoff. It's Terrell. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Choose the player to read. Choose a new player. Choose the player to replace. Formation. There. Option is TC. Double D shallow cross.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Gibson. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Entering play call, you have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. General, cornerback matchup option is set to coverage spread. Cluster option is set to cluster trigger. Punt strategy op. General. Coach suggest cover 4 quarters.
They'll get this drive going from the 17.
Seam flood.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. They're all over him. And down he goes the defense bringing the heat.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Pulls it in, it's Hatcher. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout.
There are 6 categories.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Cover 1 hole. Cover 2 invert.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll get rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the move, it's Terrell. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Hits inside, it's right. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Ducks who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Past the 6. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
2 to 5.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Cover 2 man. Zone blitz 3. Recent. Cover 4 zone.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Sets his feet, it's Murphy. Rushes on, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it, they're on the run. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose. And that.
Entering paused screen, you have 8 options.
Exactly what happened for the defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
Entering play call, coach formation, error, coach special teams, field goal. There are 6 categories. You have 6 options. Fake
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Personnel. There are 6. Coach suggestions. Cover 3 sky.
Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
There are 6 categories. Cover 3 sky.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. He breaks a tackle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Choose a new player. You have 4 options. Choose the player. Formation. Throw. There are curls. Quick slants.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's right. Oh, he's got some space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Punch, error, inside, spacing switch.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Just got rid of that one.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Next, custom adjustments.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
And the Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Burrowing for yardage. Turning it on. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Y, RPO alert, RPO alert, trick, bunch. Tight open.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Short cross.
Second down, gonna throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Bunch trail is selected. Special team field goal. There are 6 categories. You have 6 options.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
5. Coach suggestions. Personnel pair. Nickel. Time. Nickel. Roll cover to number.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Gets away. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you're seeing pressure on this quarterback over and over again. They've already been able to get to him a few times, and that's a big reason why this defense right now, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
2 to 5. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Tight open.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds us back in the middle. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the beatdown has ensued. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
There are 8 categories. You have 15 options that empty selected.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Butler. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
6 categories. Person, nickel, dime. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Beavers want to crank the tempo. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run it on fourth down. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Close to midfield, fourth down. I think most coaches in college football say that's a green zone now.
Has to be, because there's really not that much to gain by kicking it away.
No, because you kick it in the end zone, they take it out to the 20, you're only picking up how many yards, they can return it, so I know if I run a play, I've got a really good chance to get it, so stay aggressive, offensive coaches.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Out wide right, it's Nolan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Running inside, it's Hampton. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Entering play call from coach jet touch pass red option PHP wrong from a gun auction is set spread seam double slant the shallow cross.
Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me Now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Needs it. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And you can tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well.
Wide open spaces. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Glass. Oh, he's getting ahead of State. Touchdown, Oregon State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Flag 14. Flag 14.
Gibson again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Formation. There are 8 categories. Pro. There are 3 curls.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keeps it on the ground. And a short run there, and that'll end it.
Entering post-game screen, you have 3 options. Your highlights is selected. Return to hub. Entering weekly advanced summary screen.